Blizzard have announced a brand new survival game. All right, you beautiful people, and welcome to the channel. So what you're looking at here is a nice little bit of concept art from an unannounced survival game that is now announced. Now, we don't have details on the name of this game or even what the game is going to be like, but what we do have is the people behind the game, the developers, the development team, everyone involved kind of coming out today and saying, hey, we're working on this new game. Blizzard officially acknowledging they are working on a new IP, their first new IP since Overwatch. And it's kind of got me thinking, maybe this is because Microsoft have bought them out and they've just been given the go-ahead to get out there and start talking about this because, well, yeah, we want to see Blizzard talk about new games, right? Anyway, we'll get onto this image a little bit later on in the video, but I just wanted to show you it to kick it off because I want to show you another one. This is the other image we get as well. Again, a nice piece of concept art, but it's a survival game. And I think this image is actually a little bit more interesting than the previous one because it kind of shows you two separate worlds here. This almost feels like they're in Central Park in New York, and then they find some sort of portal, some sort of gateway to a fantastical world. And dare I say it, that world through the sort of portal kind of looks a bit, well, it looks a little bit World of Warcrafty in some ways. But this is definitely a cityscape, a large park or forest area in the city, a la, you know, Central Park, and then some sort of fantastical portal that's been found. And also there's a bike clearly in the middle of this image. So it is potentially going to be a game which could be set in the sort of real world and you go through and you live out some form of fantasy potential. I don't know, or potentially I should say, but I don't know. Like, this is all complete pure speculation just based off some images, but it's nice to see new stuff coming out of Blizzard that isn't attached to its existing IPs. So how did we get here? Well, this was from last week, and this was from the post Mike Ybarra put up onto the Blizzard website, and he was addressing all of the issues in the workplace, things that they're going to try and do to make things better and all of that stuff. But this was the line a lot of people sort of attached onto. And he says, we also know we need to deliver content to our players on a more regular basis and innovate both in and beyond our existing games. We have some exciting things to announce, and I'll be sharing more next week. Now, it looks like this is one of those things that he was going to share next week. So I don't think anybody had down on their bingo cards a brand new IP from Blizzard. Potentially we might have had maybe, you know, a look at Overwatch 2 or maybe a bit of Diablo 4 news or maybe a World of Warcraft expansion announcement, but not a brand new IP. So honestly, I'm kind of excited for this. I think it's pretty good. Mike also went on to say, I've played many hours of this project with the team and I'm incredibly excited about the team's vision and the brand new world it presents for players to immerse themselves in together. Join us to help make it a reality. Yeah, so now they're looking for people to join the team. So this gives you the first hint that this game is a very, very long way away. This isn't something we're going to see this year. Probably not even going to see this within 5 years because it's Blizzard. They take their time. It's almost certainly a AAA game as well, so it's going to have a ton of money and investment behind it. So I'd be very surprised if this is something we see in the next few years. I'd at least, 3 years at least I'd put on this. Now, Mike was quote retweeting Blizzard Entertainment, actually just tweeting out of nowhere, we're building a survival game in an all-new universe. Join us in writing our next chapter. And of course, they dropped this sort of image with the kind of, it almost looks like an, I don't know, I want to kind of say elven ranger style character that's got some sort of demonic deer skull on the head, I don't know, and an axe, and there's like a magical mirror, and then you've kind of got the rainbow footprints, but we'll take a closer look at that in a second. But this was the thing that popped up, and it's like, what the hell? This is it seems like a bit left field. Where's this come from? So if you click on the link, you jump into the article and you hit with this image again, which we kind of went over just. But I kind of want to take another look at this again because I think there is this like duality between a fantasy world and the real world, and this kind of this almost in some ways feels like some of the early stuff that was going on with Titan, because Titan, it wasn't rooted in the real world, let's say. It was more like a future Earth, pretty much what Overwatch is with its future Earth approach, but it was still Earth. It was a game that took place on Earth instead of in some completely fantasy realm. This looks like it's maybe trying to blend the two, where you're on Earth, but then there's potentially portals into other places. Now, this could be a completely different planet. I just think that showing like the two characters on the right-hand side by the portal, showing the bike, and then clearly showing the skyscrapers in the background is probably very indicative of, yeah, this is something that goes on in the real world, and then you end up portaling off into fantastical worlds doing whatever. You guys let me know what you think, though, in the comments below about that. Anyway, the article actually has a little bit more information. Blizzard is embarking on our next quest. We are going on a journey to a whole new universe, home to a brand new survival game for PC and console. A place full of heroes we have yet to meet, stories yet to be told, and adventures yet to be lived. a vast realm of possibility waiting to be explored. Every story needs a teller, and every world needs a builders. What if that could be you? For 30 years, Blizzard has been creating universes for millions of players around the globe. This requires a diverse team of developers willing to lend their voices, to listen, and to be heard. That is our mission. Do you like survival games? Do you want to join a collaborative team of experienced developers at the early stage of a new project in a new world and help write the next chapter in Blizzard's story? This is your call to adventure. Will you answer it? So very clearly you can take from that, it's early days, very early days for this project. It's going to be years and years away. It's just nice to know that Blizzard are actually working on something different. Now, I think it's always been known Blizzard have worked on multiple games and things that have been canned and things we never ever get to see. But it's just nice to see a public statement going, look, we are actually making other games and this is what we're working on. And I think there's a lot of pressure on them from other studios like Riot, who obviously are pumping out loads of stuff. Blizzard look like they're floundering. Obviously throwing all the harassment stuff, and it's just a complete mess at Blizzard. So they do need wins. They need a PR win, and this is very much seen as like a PR win. It's very bare bones what they're announcing, but they're coming out and they're going, hey, look, we are making another game. And don't worry, guys. And then there's a nice sort of zoomed in graphic again of the like elven ranger style character. And it's just basically giving you the information to go to careers.blizzard.com and apply for any of these open roles if you'd like to take part in this unannounced survival game. So you've got a lot of roles available here. You've got environmental artists, you've got senior character artists, technical artists, VFX artists, senior concept artists, associate level designer, level designers, the list goes on. Very early days, and they're clearly looking for talent to come and join the team. This is Sean Gibson, one of the lead producers, or in fact, I think the actual lead producer of the new project. And this is what he says. We'll tweet a little more later, heading into meetings, then lunch. Thank you for all the positivity. I had tears in my eyes today. I really didn't know what the reaction will be. There are people here trying to make epic, entertaining games that care so much about our community. He also replied to Anna Rosenberg. She says, so excited to be on the engine team for this project. Come work with me. And Sean says, it should be noted the insanely talented Anna and her team are building the new engine for this game, and they are amazing. They are also hiring. So there's a little bit of tidbit of information there. It's a new engine, so it's you would imagine a more next-gen engine, an updated engine to anything Blizzard have currently got available. Or it could simply be the engines that they've got are not compatible with what this game is trying to do, so they need to rebuild an engine or create an engine from scratch. But again, this is very early days stuff. You don't generally see, hey, we're working on a new engine and we're also hiring people to help build this engine if it's not early days. And in fact, they did straight up say this project is early days in the blog post. And then we get Jason Schreier, games journalist from Bloomberg, I believe, at the moment. And this is what he says. Even some of the most disgruntled Blizzard employees rave about this game and team. So already there's people are internally at Blizzard think this is a good game. And even the people that have been had issues with the company, that have left the company, they through there's a lot of reasons why you'd leave Blizzard. Even they seem to think that this is a great project. And I've got to be honest as well, Blizzard wouldn't just announce this if they didn't think it had legs or it was going to be a finished project, because it would be kind of stupid if they announced the game and then cancelled the game. I don't think that would be the PR win they'd probably be looking for. But anyway, even if they were to cancel it, it might be years and years down the line. But it is good to know that Blizzard is working on something new. So to end this video, I just want to take a closer look at this. So this is the big image with the Ranger character, or the character that I'm calling a Ranger. So there's a lot of things going on here. There's an axe, maybe a one-handed axe that is. There appears to be some sort of dagger, or maybe a small sword there. There's arrows in a quiver on the back. So it looks like a Ranger to me. And then you've got a mirror. Again, it could be this thing where the mirror is a portal into another world. Kind of, we've seen a portal in the previous image as well, with the other concept art with the city and the sort of portal with what looked like two teenagers looking into the portal. You've also got these sort of rainbow effect in the puddles and the footprints on this image. That again could just be leading to the fantastical nature, the magical nature, the otherworldly nature of whatever is going on in this game. But there you go, guys. I just wanted to throw this video together because it's just interesting to see Blizzard's doing something different. I'll keep my eyes on this and I'll keep you guys informed, and we'll just kind of see where this goes. But yeah, Blizzard is finally making a new game. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below, and I'll catch you lovely lot on the next video. Toodaloo.